nothing impossible. Had a few obstacles right back to clocking like I never left. Just wait on me heavy. I'm tagging my fans and I got a few bodies up under my belt.
Wake up, Bird Brains. Y'all know who this is, man. This is your boy, Bird Song up. Your favorite uncle, man. Listen, man, we back at it with some more crazy videos, crazy content. Now, look, man, I don't know if y'all been sleeping under a rock. A lot of y'all probably have. A lot of y'all probably don't care. You know, y'all snuggled in y'all nice little bed. Y'all not really worried about what's going on in the world. Listen.
Who is that?
Ukraine has officially been invaded by Russia, bro. Now that means a lot, bro. But what does that exactly mean for us as Americans, as black people? I mean, you feel me? We still trying to figure that out. But let's check this out, though. How Putin getting down. Putin is not playing. If you didn't know, he's the president over there of Russia. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's really going on, man. Let's check this out, man.
From the moment Putin made the announcement of the invasion, the people of Ukraine started seeking shelter. This mom and her children are huddling inside an underground bunker where supplies and food are in short supply. She spoke with our Stephen Fabian.
Right. Getting your own people doing that to y'all,
wail
bro.
of an air raid siren as the citizens of
that's gotta be some
nation under attack. The highways
gridlocked. You saw them cars?
At Kiev's main train terminal, there are long lines as thousands of people scramble to secure passage out of town. At the bus depot, ordinary Ukrainians clutching their children and pets, desperate to get away.
For civilians who are now going to be on the move in great numbers. You see Ukraine.
Oh, that's the line at the ATM. They trying to get their money. Like, we need our money. Give us our money.
Many staying behind are taking shelter underground in the subway stations.
A lot of tears, a lot of people holding hands, a lot of people holding each other, and just waiting to see what comes next, where they go from here.
Elena Ness was awakened by shelling at 5 a.m. She gathered her children and headed to the nearest bomb shelter, where they huddle with neighbors.
Oh,
they
damn.
sit in silence, stone-faced, the uncertainty and fear weighing heavily on them. Do you feel safe at all in there?
No, I do not feel safe being in the bomb shelter.
Yesterday, Olena's children were in school.
Damn.
Today, the schools and most businesses are closed. Nobody knows what the future holds.
We need your help. We need your arms. We need your troops. We need you to stop Putin.
Damn.
Innocent civilians have been left bloody and
Oh,
battered.
damn, not
Images
OG.
are truly upsetting. American citizens are also scrambling to get out. Aaron Starr from Napa,
Aaron, what you doing over
California, sent
there?
us this video. He's in a car with his Ukrainian girlfriend.
Oh, that's what you get. You weren't even trying to get that bad.
He saw Ukrainians escaping on foot.
Damn. Man, all I gotta say in response to you, we need y'all help. We need your troop. That's your own people. Like, I don't understand why everybody always come to the United States, and when the United States, that means black men, American men, go over there fighting your fight. We got our own problems at home. Like, they still put knees on our necks, kicking down our door, shooting us in our sleep. I'm talking about as an American black man, ma'am, I am so sorry that Putin, your own people, because that's your people. That's your people. Is doing that to you. That is between you and your people. That's like me calling you because my brother beating my ass, and I'm calling you like, ma'am, I need your arms. I need your guns. You gonna be like, nigga, that's your own brother beating your ass. You better call Jesus.
Overnight, Russia launching a large-scale attack
so it's about,
as it starts to invade Ukraine.
It's going down.
Explosions echoing through the night sky over Kyiv. Russia's defense ministry claimed to have
Kyiv is the capital, y'all.
Defenses. Here in Kyiv, at least 7 cruise missiles hit a military base outside the city. For weeks, Russia's been building up its military forces, piling on the pressure on the Ukrainian government.
Look at that! Look at that big boy. He was not playing.
There are reports emerging. Russian troops amassing ever closer to the border. An appeal by rebels for Russian help. Within minutes of Vladimir Putin speaking, just after 5 a.m. local time, multiple attacks in regions across this country. Video from the Ukrainian
look
shows Russian military vehicles, including tanks, entering Ukraine just south of the border.
Did he get stuck? Huh? He got stuck.
And other forces also crossing.
Bro, they are coming, boy.
As well as the north.
Ooh.
Just minutes before the attack, Vladimir Putin addressing the nation once more.
Look at this.
declaring the
Why
start
you
of
look
a
like a straight
special
mafia?
military operation in Ukraine aimed at the demilitarization of the country. Putin laying the groundwork for an invasion by recognizing 2 breakaway territories controlled by separatists sympathetic to the Kremlin.
Okay, so Ukraine used to be a part of Russia. Russia's still like, nah, run that. We need that. So if you peep, and Donetsk and Luhansk, they broke away from Ukraine and was like, nah, Putin really is the man around here. So Putin is using that to his advantage. Like, okay, bet. Well, let us come through then. If you let us come through, it's all good. They letting them come through. Y'all seen in the videos, they are coming through basically like the back door. They not playing. So it's about to look bad for Kyiv in a minute, bruh, which is the capital of Ukraine. So, woo.
As independent, but the magnitude of the attack making clear Putin's ambitions extend far beyond these regions. Russian forces attacking a number of sites in the capital Kyiv as Ukrainian anti-aircraft fire responded and sirens wailed, waking the city's residents. There were attacks in eastern and southern cities too. In Kharkiv, the country's second largest city that sits close to the Russian border, and an explosion in Dnipro, a city in the east. With the country under attack, President Zelensky declaring martial law, urging citizens to stay indoors, cutting ties with Russia and closing the country's airspace. A video statement saying, "We are strong. We're ready for everything.
No, you're
We will
not.
defeat everyone because we are Ukraine." As the
Stop
attack
capping. You
commenced, a
crying.
remarkable split.
Like, stop capping. Like, you need United States help. You begging them. You begging for my people, my black brothers and sisters to come help you. So let's stop capping like you can stand up to Putin like you so hard. Bro, you're crying, bro. Like, you're literally, and we are going to dive into this a little bit more from a worldly perspective. Now, why is Ukraine even separate from Putin? What happened? And why is the United States so fixated on protecting them, quote unquote? Let's do some dirt. Let's dive into this, because if you only get your news information from CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, you messing up, because they're telling a narrative. Whatever that narrative that they want to tell, it's their own narrative, right? So I want to take a look at a YouTube channel. His name is Jimmy Dore, and he's a comedian, but a very, very smart. He's very smart into politics. He knows what he's talking about, and he do a lot of good research, and he has a lot of people on his team that do research, and journalists that the mainstream media hate. They kind of mess with Jimmy Dore, so he be getting the real information.
Areas in Eastern
Okay,
Ukraine.
so this
Both
Jimmy
of them
Dore,
are in
y'all.
Donbass
Let's see what
They
Jimmy
call
Dore got to
themselves the
say.
People's Republics of Luhansk and Donetsk, and they've been controlled by pro-Russian separatists since 2014 with Russia's backing. Now, these so-called People's Republics make up around 1/3 of the Ukrainian districts of Luhansk and Donetsk, and there's what's called a line of control, with the separatists on one side and the Ukrainian forces on the other. They've been fighting each other off.
So they're explaining, breaking down what happened between Ukraine and Russia and why those separatists are there. Now, it sound kind of the audio sound kind of funny, because I guess he sped up the audio so he don't get copyrighted. You know, here at Wake Up with Persona, we don't give them. So we don't care if we get copyright, right? But Jimmy, obviously, you know, he don't want to get distracted, so he's speeding up the audio. So let's listen close to what they're saying here.
Recognized 2 breakaway areas in eastern Ukraine. Both of them are in the Donbass region. They call themselves the People's Republics of Luhansk and Donetsk, and they've been controlled by pro-Russian separatists since 2014 with Russia's backing. Now, these so-called People's Republics make up around 1/3 of the Ukrainian districts of Luhansk and Donetsk, and there's what's called a line of control, with the separatists on one side and the Ukrainian forces on the other. They've been fighting each other off and on across that line for years, even though there's supposed to be a ceasefire.
So they've been fighting across here. So this is where the separatists are, and this is where the Ukraine forces are. And they've been fighting since 2014, right, Max? Would you say since 2014? Since there's a thing called the Minsk Accords, and they've never been following them. But would you say that's how long they've been fighting, or have they been fighting longer, Max?
Fighting really started around 2015, but 2014 was the pivot point when ultra-nationalist forces were invested with a lot of power as sort of the military muscle, as militias of this new government in Kiev that came into power through what effectively was a coup masquerading as a color revolution known as the Maidan Revolution of Dignity. And officially it brought into power a completely US-backed government that replaced a leader.
Okay, so this researcher that's on Jimmy Dore squad, the mainstream media hate him for one, because he actually goes to these places, get the dirt, get the information, and MSNBC, they blackballed him for that because he be having the dirt. But basically what he is saying is this: in the late 1990s, Ukraine, they split from Russia, but it was more like a coup. But it was a US backed coup, right? So just peep this though, right? You got a gang, right? An organization. You doing your thing. You taking care of them. Y'all got rules. Y'all got regulations. Then you got this other gang that's across the city, right? And then they come to some of your people and they like, look, bro, your leader, he ain't cool, bro. Look, if you stop messing with him, we'll help you run your own game. But you gotta disavow yourself from them. And if you do that, we'll support you. And then they like, cool, And so your former people, your former associates that you put on, they just really nah, we ain't messing with you no more. We got our own clique. And the enemy backing them. Wouldn't you be mad? Wouldn't you be mad? No, let's just be honest though. Wouldn't you be mad? Somebody put in the comments how you gonna take that, right? You know what I'm saying? Yo people that broke off from your organization, like we gonna do our own thing. But your enemy low key backing them though. Not even low key, like high key. Like your enemy is like, look, yeah, I got they back. Ain't it funk on site? So let's just be clear here on what's going on, right? Like Ukraine, not like innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we want to just have our own country. No, bruh. The United States put that bug in their ear, and they always do this. They did it in Bolivia. They did it. The CIA did it in Bolivia. The CIA did it in Afghanistan. The CIA did it in Iraq. Bruh, CIA is known to go in these countries, they did it in Sudan. They did it against Gaddafi, right? They put bugs in people's ear, and they like, look, they cause chaos behind the scenes, having people, fighting against they governments, right, with their backing, right? So let's talk about it today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And no, by any means, I rock with Russia. I'm a black man, right? But the news not gonna tell you everything, bro. Let's talk about it, y'all. Jimmy, tell us up, Jimmy. This is my uncle right here, Uncle Jimmy.
Yanukovych, who had been, he's called pro-Russian, but he was basically balancing Ukraine with its oldest and closest trading partner and political partner in Russia. And the U.S. obviously wanted him out. A lot of people wanted him out, thought they would have a less corrupt government. A lot of liberal people participated in Maidan. And what they got was a combination of the most corrupt government in Europe, the 9th most corrupt country in the world right now.
Ukraine?
With the IMF just dumping money in Ukraine, IMF just dumping money in at Joe Biden's command. I mean, in Biden's first speech in Kiev in February.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear Ukraine? Ukraine, the 9th most corrupt country on this planet. They launder money for Joe Biden in the United States government. Y'all heard that, right? So that's why United States cannot let Ukraine just get sucked in back by Putin, because they need Kyiv, Kiev, the capital, to be like their little homies. So they could launder money. They could do all type of corrupt shit behind the scenes. I'm telling you, bro. Whenever the United States fighting for something, it's never for a good cause. When you see the United States in another country, I'm telling you, bro, they're never doing it because they're trying to save somebody. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you.
2015, he said, I told the IMF to give them a loan, and the money went straight out to Swiss bank accounts and everywhere offshore. They put a billionaire in power in Kiev, and hit the street muscle were literal neo-Nazis like the Azov Battalion, the most ideologically and militarily motivated battalion incorporated into the National Guard. And they went east and started fighting with those on the map that are labeled as separatists, who are actually Russian speakers who are Ukrainian,
right? So
who were being terrorized.
So what's happening is there's a big neo-Nazi. I'm gonna explain all this in a second, but it's just to give you a thumbnail. Then we'll go into it. So big part of the Ukraine military is neo-Nazis for real, right? And it's called the Azov Battalion is one of them.
Azov
Battalion. The guy in charge in Ukraine is a freaking neo-Nazi, and so.
So they got Nazis running Ukraine,
fighting right over here. Let me just finish this video, and they've been fighting over here since 2015. They've been shelling 14,000 people, and the people here all speak Russian, and a lot of them identify.
One thing to keep in mind is that the separatists lay claim to all of the.
Okay, y'all. So we gonna end it here because Jimmy Dore can explain a lot, right? But so to recap, so y'all can get the gist of what's going on. Ukraine is backed by Joe Biden and the CIA because they are a puppet for the United States. They launder money for them. It's a lot of backroom deals going on. They cannot let Putin get that country back. And not only that, they got neo-Nazis running the government. Damn, he just said it. Y'all come holler at Jimmy Dore to get more understanding. I'm not an expert at this, right? So don't just listen to me, right? Don't just listen to me. I'm just a person that loves hearing truth and finding truth. I'm not an expert. But if you want to come get more on what's going on, Jimmy Dore's channel, he almost 1 million subs. Y'all come check out Jimmy Dore. I watch him almost every day. He'll take the news and break down the news for you so you can understand without the lies, right? So that's Jimmy Dore. My take for the black people is this, man. Just stay out of it. If you work for the military, don't go over there. Don't fight. This is not your fight. I'm not even going to say black people, but that's who I kind of garner my message towards. But Americans, period. Don't go over there fighting for this shit, bro. We got to know when it's a losing hand. And I'm not saying, oh, the United States is going to lose, but what I'm saying is this, though. Bro, we're fighting for a cause that has nothing to do with it. And it's affecting everything else. Gas is going up. All type of craziness, man. So I feel my heart go out to the Ukrainian citizens. They don't deserve that. Just like how, other injustices is going on in the government. It's not the people. Like in China, the CCP. They're evil, not actual Chinese people, right? They just living their life. The Uyghurs, they just living their life. So I thought it would be important for me to make this because, it's about that time. I need people to stay tuned to this Ukraine versus Russia deal, but I'll keep y'all informed with more stuff that I watch stuff. But this is your favorite Uncle First on up, and I'm out. Peace!